Yeah, hi all of you. So, welcome back to another video of mine on this Women's Day. So, happy International Women's Day to all of you. And are we celebrating being a woman? So, on this Women's Day, I would basically like to emphasize and point out certain important things. The first one is about your physical health and your mental health. I'll tell you one thing. Most of the women around, they are unaware that a good diet, a healthy lifestyle, and doing enough exercise can actually help you with your mental health as well as physical health. There could be a lot happening around you. There could be a lot happening within you. There could be a lot of crisis within you. There could be a lot of crisis and difficult and troublesome situation around you. You might go through emotional upheavals. You might go through irreversible losses. You might be hurt. You might be suffering from irreversible damage that cannot be that cannot be repaired. But still remember that your mental health can only be good if your physical health is fine. To certain extent, your mental health, trust me, depends on the way you are living your life, what you're eating. Your gut health is very important for your mental health. The first most important nutrient that you need is iron. You need iron, you need calcium, you need vitamins, you need vitamin B, you need vitamin D, you need a lot of direct sunlight, you need those happy hormones within you. So the moment you're getting your first salary, or the moment you're getting your thing in the month, please make sure that you're going out in direct sunlight, you're working out so that you have those happy hormones within you. um, of course, see, because I'll tell you one thing. Most of the times, we feel that, okay, because I mean, we have a bad mental health because we are depressed. Most of the times we think that, right? But I'll tell you one thing. More than half of your mental health issues, and more than half of your depression, more than half of your isolation and depression and negativity will actually substantially be reduced if you're having a good physical fit body. Because a good mind, a good soul resides in a fit body. When I say a fit body, you need to have a lot of direct sunlight. So make sure in the morning you are taking that stroll, you're taking that walk, maybe in your terrace, could be in the garden, could be in the park, could be in the premises of your workplace. But do that. Be exposed to direct sunlight so that you can get a lot of vitamin D. Trust me, without enough and sufficient amount of vitamin D, there wouldn't be absorption of the other vitamins, the iron and the calcium, and you'll run with deficiencies, and the crisis of your physical health will actually have a profound negative impact on your mental health. Getting it? So this is the first thing. I mean, I think all of you should promise to me, all of you should promise to yourselves that the first thing that you would be doing is you would be taking care of your physical fitness first. And initially, you'll see that, okay, with time, as you're becoming more and more physically fit, you're having a good diet, you're having fatty fish, you're having the right vitamins, you're having the iron, uh, and all of this. Just give me a moment. I'll just be there, just be there. Okay. So I mean, people around me, they were basically watching the World Cup match, and they were kind of giving me the live telecast, the live scores and runs. So I think New Zealand is on like 76 runs and they've lost 5 wickets. So India is almost on the verge of winning the T20 World Cup. So people around me, they are overwhelmed and they are like super happy. So they were just they didn't know that I'm recording a video towards the end of the day. So they've just come up and they are just trying to report the scores and everything. Okay, yeah, so what I was talking about is, first, it is very important that you take care of your physical fitness. Be fit, have a good diet, have a healthy lifestyle, right? Um, and yeah, have a good diet, right amount of iron, right amount of calcium, a lot of vitamin D, lot of vitamin B, B12 is needed, it's necessary. So these are the things that you should be doing, right? Now, if we talk about the second thing, the second point that I would be emphasizing upon is that women's role is non-negotiable in Indian society, in family. It's not only in Indian society, in any society, in any social fabric, in any sort of family, women's role is non-negotiable, right? So the women out there, you are constantly trying, you're constantly striving. I mean, I know different women around me. You are constantly trying, you're constantly striving to prove yourself to the society. You don't have to do that. All right, you don't have to look for external validations. You don't have to look for external certifications. Trust me, you are doing great. Your role is non negotiable in the social fabric. Whether it's workplace, whether it's your family, whether it's your society, your role is non negotiable and you cannot be replaced, right? And this is something which is proved and a verified fact over the years. And this is the same. You ask anybody, you ask a man, you ask a husband, you ask a boyfriend, you ask a son, you ask a brother, you ask an uncle, you ask a grandfather, you ask a father, everybody will say the same thing. A woman's role is non-negotiable. A woman cannot be replaced in a family or society. So you don't have to prove anything to the world. You live your life. You live your life the way you want to. Most of the times, I have seen that the women, they try to, they try to prove that, okay, see, look, I'm pushing my limits, I'm doing so much, I'm going out of my way, and I'm doing this for my family. Why do you have to prove that every now and then? It's taken, it's known. I mean, if you are a mother, then you have certain responsibilities and accountabilities to your child, and you'll do it by default, right? You don't have to prove it to anyone that, look, I'm pushing my limits, I'm going beyond my potential, I'm going beyond my power, I'm becoming a superwoman, I'm becoming a goddess, and then I'm doing things. Why do you have to do that? To get that extra attention, to get that extra love? No. Be yourself, be at peace, be at peace, right? Be at peace. I mean, you don't have to of course, there are times, there are situations, there's a crisis, there's an emergency in the family. You have to push yourself, you have to push your limits and do things, but don't do it to prove anything. My point is that your intention of doing things for others, your intention of taking care of your family, your intention of pushing your limits should not be because you're trying to prove yourself, should not be because you are doing it to get that extra love, to get that extra attention. It should not be a necessity, that, okay, if I don't do this for that person, then he won't be attentive to me. If I'm not doing this for my son or my daughter, then they won't respect me. No, it's not like that. As I said, your role is irreplaceable. You are non-negotiable. You don't have to prove yourself every now and then. Do things for your satisfaction, right? If you're packing your tiffin for your husband, that should be for your satisfaction, that, okay, he's going away for work and I want him to have some nutritious food, and so I'm doing it for him, right? It should not be that if I don't do it for him, then he'll leave me and he'll stop giving me my expenses, providing me, or he'll not take care of the kids, or I'll not get the house, I'll not get the property. No, don't do it for that. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Nobody is sitting to judge you. I know the society around is quite judgmental. Women have always been a subject of judgment. Women have always been a subject of analysis. Women have always been a subject of critical analysis, right? But then things need to change. Things need to change right away. Stop trying to prove anybody anything. Stop looking out for that external validation. Stop looking out for that external certification. नहीं चाहिए वो. आपको वो एक्सटर्नल वैलिडेशन, वो एक्सटर्नल सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं चाहिए. वो एक्स्ट्रा लव, द काइंड ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा लव एंड द एक्स्ट्रा अटेंशन दैट यू आर एंटिसिपेटिंग एंड एक्सपेक्टिंग, and you are doing things, stop doing that, right? So this is very important. Start taking care of yourself. What is self love? Self love is not like going to the salon and pampering yourself for that one day. Or self love is not like you're going for a trip for 3 days and wow, I'm enjoying the vacation, and that is not self love. that is lavishness, that is kind of showing off. Self love is you're caring for yourself, you're looking at yourself every single day, you're respecting yourself, you are knowing your self-worth every single day. That is about being a woman, that is about respecting yourself, knowing your self-worth. That's very important, right? So don't try to prove every now and then, right? And the third thing which is very important is ki ask for help, right? Most of the women out there, they are so hesitant, mostly the homemakers. They kind of do everything, they manage the household chores, they do the cooking, they manage everybody's schedules and everything, and they do not ask for help. They again try to become a devi. So when I've seen many women around me, successful, not successful, working, not working, educated, not educated, earning, not earning, wealthy, rich, well behaved, misbehaved, all of them, they kind of have this halo, that invisible halo and aura behind you, that, oh, I'm a woman, I have the power to create another human. So I have the responsibility and the accountability of the entire world. I need to keep everybody happy. I need to look up after everything. Even if I'm in pain, I'm not supposed to express that. I'm not supposed to voice my opinion, because if I voice my opinion, if I talk about my pain, then people around, they'll be like, oh, she's so ill-mannered, she's kind of asking for help in such a small thing. You're a woman, you're supposed to do it. You're a mom, you're supposed to do it. You're a mother-in-law, you're supposed to do it. You're a daughter, you're supposed to do it. Nahi, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. The responsibility, the accountability of the whole world is not on your shoulders, dear ladies, dear women. Grow up, and try to live. You are also a human being. You're also born to live. You're also born to live in this world on your own terms and conditions. Make sure you're doing that, right? I'm not saying that don't look after others. I'm not saying that don't take care of others. I'm not saying that don't love others. I'm not saying that don't push your limits for others. But all that I'm trying to say is that, stop proving things to people. Do if you want to, right? Do if you love to. Do if you're happy with it. So as a woman, like if you ask me, as a woman, yeah, uh, I, I I like buying clothes for my family. So I like it. And I'm doing it because I like it. Not because, I'm trying to, not because, okay, if I buy clothes for them, if I buy gifts for them, then, I'll be able to prove my love for them. Of course I love them, and that's why I'm doing it. But then that intention in your, keeping that intention in your mind, ki, what would happen? I'll be all left, be cornered. Be marginalized. If you have to live your life, if you have to choose your happiness, and if you have to be cornered and marginalized, then be that. But at least live your life. Be at peace with yourself. You don't have to prove anything. More than half of the mental health issues and concerns with the women now, more than half of the anxiety issues with the women now, is because you're looking out for that external validation. You're looking out for that certification. You're looking out for that, proving yourself, despite the fact that you're actually doing a lot. You are already doing a lot. Trust me, each one of you, whether you're working, not working, you're married, you're not married, you're poor, you're rich, you're already doing a lot. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just be. Just be at peace. Don't be anxious, and don't kind of, uh, think that, oh, I'm a woman, I'm a goddess, and I have all the responsibilities of the universe. No, you don't have that. Okay. So yeah, I think this was part one of what I wanted to discuss on the Women's Day. I'll come up with another part two video soon. I'll also be coming live on Facebook, so all of the subscribers here, you can also follow me on my Facebook page. So we'll discuss, we'll talk more. All right. Yeah, if you like the content, if you like the way I'm communicating, if you like the way how I'm voicing my opinion and my perspective, make sure you're liking, you're subscribing, and you're spreading a word. Yes, all these things that we are, of course I want to become an influencer, but I don't want to influence people by, you know like putting random stuff. It's just that I want to talk about different things that we are often unaware about, that often go unnoticed, and probably heighten the awareness among the people. That's it. Thank you and happy Women's Day again. Bye bye.